And welcome to East Kentwood High School, the home of the Gotta Get It Classic today, as well as the home of the East Kentwood Falcons. But game one brings us the Brother Rice Warriors against the Grand Rapids Northview here on the Prep. My name is Chad Bush alongside Reggie Butler. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by on the sidelines. We'll get to hear her shortly. But Reg, this first game is none unlike the other three, a banger. And it starts here today against two Mr. Basketball candidates going head-to-head. This one's going to be an exciting matchup to lead us off.
Yes, it is. I mean, two of the best teams in the state. I mean, this whole day has a lot of the best teams in the state, but it's going to be phenomenal. You got Mr. Basketball candidates. You have solid supporting players, and, you have a fantastic freshman. So I'm excited for a great matchup.
Let's start with Grand Rapids Northview. Cam Ryans, the younger brother of E.J. Ryans, who's at Western Michigan, also a Western Michigan commit. What can we expect to see out of Ryans in his play today to lead GR Northview?
Everything. He does it all. I mean, he's a big guard. He's physical. He gets to the rim. He has great size, and he's also very skilled. So he's going to look to become more of a leader today. A
lot of times this afternoon we'll see him match up against his rival and the Mr. Basketball candidate for Brother Rice. What should we know about Mr. Greg Grays Jr.?
Yeah, well, he's rounding into form. He missed the first few games with an injury, but he's back now, had 15 points last night against a good Catholic Central team. And so each game he's getting better and better, so he's looking to show out today.
Couple of top 15 teams in the state going at it to lead us off. The Gotta Get It Classic. We'll have coaches, interviews coming up next right here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic. It's Brother Rice and it's Grand Rapids Northview. It's Rick Palmer leading Brother Rice last night to victory over Catholic Central, an 11-point win. You guys are now 9-3 on the year, playing maybe the toughest schedule in the state, if not the one of the toughest. Look, a big win last night. Let's start there over Catholic Central. Not only your rival, but one of the top 10, 15, 20 teams in the state. A formidable win last night. How do you feel about it?
Great, and they were 2-0 in the league. So we took a league loss in Toledo early, and so we kind of knew that was an elimination game for us to win the regular season, which isn't the biggest goal, but it is one of our goals to win the Catholic League Central. And if we don't win that last night at home, it's probably going to be tough to see how in a 7-game league you're going to lose two and be 2-2 and win the league. So put ourselves with still a chance to win it. A couple more to go, but we're really excited. Anytime you beat them, it's a good feeling at Brother Rice. If you beat them in tic-tac-toe or tiddlywinks, you're happy. So it was a packed crowd. It sold out about 5 o'clock. Great atmosphere. They made some big plays. Our guys made a few more, and we're had a happy bus ride up here today.
No doubt. You guys are playing a fun brand of basketball, a lot of options. Some guys that have to fit in, right? When you got a lot of ingredients, you got to put it together and make something taste good. Looks like last night you're on your way with that. But getting Grays back in the middle of this season, a different challenge to get him and work him in. Number one, is he healthy? Number two, how is he fitting in with his team in this offense?
It's getting better by the game. I thought we played 2 really good games against Concord and Lansing North leading up to CC. We've really started – the biggest deal is we've had everyone healthy for practice. So we've been able to have 8 or 10 really good full-go practices in a row, which it takes that to get good in the game. So it's a work in progress, and we weren't perfect last night, but what we were really good at, we didn't let some bad offensive possessions or maybe some bad decisions by multiple guys. It didn't take our level of play down. We still they got really hot early, and then after that we just locked in defensively, and that was as good as we played defense in a game in a long time. So that's got to be our calling card, and it's going to be a big challenge tonight against a good Northview team.
In the Catholic League, you've got a bunch of teams in this tier called the top. That it's mixed match. It could be anybody right now. I know you're only 4 games into the league play already, but what's this league all about this year? People say it's down a little bit, but then you look up and you see some of these teams winning non-Catholic League games. What's your take on the league?
Yeah, I mean, is it down? Sure. But Trey McKinney's pretty good. Leroy Bladen. These guys are having pretty good freshman years. Venus Glassner, Dave Williams, some of the better players who left our league. In the Michigan portion of our league, the talent was really good last year. But you look last night, you said the upper tier. I think our game was probably who people consider was the only game where it's 2 teams from the upper tier in our league.
Yep.
There was 3 games where the 3 teams that have struggled, St. Mary's almost pulled off an upset.
Yeah.
De La Salle almost pulled off an upset, and UAD played tough down at Toledo St. Francis. So
right.
it's still, it's still a tough league to win. And so when you win, like last night, it's really hard. You're really excited about doing it.
Tonight, you take on Grand Rapids Northview here coming up shortly. Talk about Grand Rapids Northview, Brandon Guyton, their first-year head coach, and the matchup against these guys from the west side of the state.
Yeah, I put most of my eggs this week in the CC basket, so I watched some film on the way up on the bus. I've got the best staff in the state of Michigan, so we've got a former college assistant, Cooper Neiman, who has the Northview Scout, so he handled walkthrough this morning. I was sitting there like the players, watching the first bit of film of them, like at the same time the players will. So, but we played them this summer at BCAM. I mean, listen, it doesn't take much to know what the main thing you got to do is, right? Cam Ryan's as good as anybody in the state, and he's a load. They run a lot of good stuff for him, and we got to try to corral him. Luckily for us, they played a tough, barn burner overtime slugfest game last night too. So that shouldn't be a disadvantage. Maybe a little bit more travel for us, but you got to overcome that stuff and play. So we like to put ourselves in these back-to-back situations. So we want to win a back-to-back in mid-March for all the marbles. So if you don't do it during the regular season, you're probably not going to do it when it really matters. Lastly,
the basketball world and the Catholic League world was saddened by the loss of Vic Michaels a couple weeks ago. I know personally we feel awful about it.
Yep.
And we know he meant so much to the league. What are your thoughts on Vic and how much excellence and greatness he brought to our league?
Yeah, I mean, he's done an unbelievable job. My son plays on the 6th grade CYO team. He's the assistant coach of his grandson's CYO team. They're actually playing right now down at Joan of Arc. So we've even joked about that. Our last conversation was him, poking me about international recruiting of 6th graders. So he's a funny guy. The thing with Vic is if he's passionate and you're passionate. So we had some heated conversations, but we're kind of similar where we can be passionate about something, think it's a big deal, go back and forth, and then be fine. So I've always had a lot of respect for Vic, and the Catholic League's a well-run organization, and so it's going to be a big loss to him.
Absolutely. We certainly saddened as well with the loss of Vic Michaels. The Catholic League's Brother Rice represents the Gotta Get It Classic today as the lone representative, and they will take on Grand Rapids Northview.
Trying to stay undefeated in the Gotta Get It Classic. This is our 6th one. Brother Rice is 5-0. Got to the first one. We were the first game in the Gotta Get It Classic my first year at Brother Rice. We missed 1 year, and then the COVID year didn't happen. So we've had a lot of success. But our guys love coming up here. Mike and T do an unbelievable job. Yes, I'm biased. Mike's my college teammate, one of my best friends, but this is the best event in the state, and well run, and they do everything the right way. And Coach Turner, who we played for, his big motto was do things the right way, and that's kind of, I think, how we all try to live our life, and Mike does that in this event. He does things the right way. So, and the last thing I want to touch on, we touched on their Mr. Basketball candidate for Grand Rapids Northview. Our Mr. Basketball candidate scored his 1,500th point last night, Greg Grace.
Congratulations to Greg.
Not only did we get the win, we got to celebrate him, gave him a 1,500-point ball, and
it's awesome.
It's good vibes in the locker room, which is needed for us. So we want to keep that going tonight.
Congrats to Greg Grace Jr. All the best tonight. Thanks, man. Appreciate your time as always.
Yep.
There he is, Rick Palmer, the head coach of Brother Rice, getting his club ready. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip from the Gotta Get It at East Kentwood High School right after this on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic. We're here with the first-year head coach of Grand Rapids Northview. It's Brandon Guyton. And look, being in these tournaments is nothing new for you. Heck, you've had your own tournaments. Always fun to be a part of a Mike Thomas run tournament.
Yeah.
How excited are you to be here at the Gotta Get It?
You know, we participated when I was at Grand Rapids Union. We participated in the first year at Grand Rapids Union, and so for us, it was always a good, highly competitive event. That's when he was at Grand Blanc, and
Sure.
just kind of watched bringing the event here on the West Side, because it was a excellent elite event his first year. So to bring it over here on the West Side and get more East Side State and high-level competition and a different style of play here in Grand Rapids means a lot. So I had told Mike that when he first got here that, you know, we were happy to see another, you know, top-tier tournament here on the west side of the state.
8-1 now with the win last night in overtime by a couple points. Look, you guys are having a fine season. It's your first year. You're still introducing yourself to people.
Yeah.
What has it been like to come over, fit in, and get off to a great start that you're off to now, winning 8 of your first 9 games?
Yeah. You know, when I got in, you know, I've been there since July, so we really this is our 7th month together, and so we're just trying to continue to build and get a great understanding for each other, be able to meet them where they are, but also they can understand what our expectation and our standard is, and that has to be met, and that's a requirement. And so we feel like the team is buying in, and we're building camaraderie, and it's obviously been having an impact on the court just as much as off the court.
Look, the cupboard wasn't bare when you came in, but you did lose a couple of Division I players in Schwartz and E.J. Ryan. You've got Cam, though. He left his brother for you, which was nice. And so talk about Cam, the commit to Western Michigan, and how he has led your club, the 6'4" senior Cam Ryans.
Yeah, Cam, one of our biggest goals is to focus on improving our leadership, and that was something that he didn't have to do as much of because of having E.J. Ryan. So last year he started to enter into that new role, and then this year there was no Brady Shorts or no E.J. Ryan. So you lose 2 Division I players, so you're playing with 2 high-level players, and then now you lose them both, but you still have some experience that you have. And so last night is a great example of that, where it was at a point where, you know, the ball wasn't going in for him, but in the closest moments of the game, he was so positive and uplifting and encouraging, and I felt like that energy that he poured into the boys, that it helped be able to, you know, continue to build our energy and kind of take some momentum over the overtime and to pull it out. So that was a good measuring stick for Cam last night.
This afternoon you get Brother Rice, one of the top teams in the state of Michigan, and a team that won last night as well against their rival. What do you see when you look at the film about Rick Palmer and his group?
Yeah, I mean, Brother Rice, I'm going to say they're arguably the most talented team in the state on paper, and obviously they've played a good schedule. They play in the Catholic League, so Rick does a great job with those guys, and, you know, it's another test for us. So we obviously have expectations to play in the state championship and win the state championship. So if you want to play at that level, you got to be able to put yourself in games like today with Brother Rice and see where we're at.
There he is, a trainer, a leader of young men, a head coach in his new home, doing just fine. Winning 8 of his first 9. It's Brandon Guyton from Grand Rapids Northview. Man, great to see you.
Thank you.
Always
great
good to
connecting.
see you.
Always, Chad.
And
I appreciate it.
We'll see you down the line. All the best.
Absolutely.
All right, that's Brandon Guyton. The tip is next from right here at East Kentwood High School, home of the Falcons and home of the Gotta Get It Classic. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And back. would put some gauze on it. So we were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. Dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic, live from East Kentwood on the west side of the state of Michigan. The best tournament in the state, no doubt, on this Saturday in mid-January. He's Reggie Butler. My name is Chad Bush. Charlotte Turbrock is on the sidelines today. Alex Westfall will captain the ship once again as the executive producer. Let's meet the starters for Brother Rice, who's on the road from Birmingham, Michigan. It's Jordan McDaniels at the point. He's just a freshman. Jacob Lamb is the off guard. He's a senior. They'll lean on him at the off guard spot. The guy that just does everything. Greg Grace Jr. back in the lineup, just his third game back. And he's a Mr. Basketball candidate and one of the top players in the state, committed to University of Detroit Mercy and Mark Montgomery. Ivan Stojanovski, RG of the game in game one that we did on the prep against UAD. He's a power forward, an aggressive forward, and a guy that can really do some dirty work under the glass. And Trevor Smith in the middle, certainly amongst his best year, fresh off an injury himself this summer and playing his best basketball. It's the 6'8" Trevor Smith, uncommitted, one of the top uncommitted kids in the state of Michigan. They're led by Rick Palmer in his 8th year. Let's meet the Grand Rapids Northview starting 5 under Brandon Guyton in his first year. It's Anthony Willis at one of the guard spots, along with Braden Williams, Julian Charity at a guard. Cam Ryan's committed to Western Michigan and a Mr. Basketball candidate as well. And Izzy Hadabu in the middle at 6'5", the junior for the Wildcats. What are you excited about most, Reg, when you look at this lineup today in the matchup between the Wildcats and the Warriors?
I'm excited about the individual matchups within the big team game. I mean, you have some exciting players, very talented college-level players who are going to be matched up against each other.
One of those college-level players has the basketball to start. Jordan McDaniels, a nationally ranked guard, and the passes to me out of bounds. It was tipped. And we'll reset near sideline. Stojanovic, the Romeo transfer to trigger near sideline. Top side to Berkeley's Jacob Lamb. And now Trevor Smith back to Lamb. Layup good. Nice little two-man game to start for the Warriors in orange.
And I'll tell you what, Trevor Smith is a de facto point guard from the high post. He's made some incredible passes this year.
Right away we see the rip, the drive, and the attack coming from Cam Ryan's. But first, nice little two-man game and a fresh feed from Trevor Smith.
Absolutely, and what was so unique about that is Trevor, the timing was perfect. He kept his back to the basket until he was ready to make the pass. If you face up immediately, your guy starts to guard you a different way. So the timing was perfect to be able to catch and see Lamb off the cut.
Timing is everything. This is Cam Ryan's 24.5 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's headed to Western Michigan. He's committed to Dwayne Stevens, their head coach.
And he's a exceptional player. I mean, he's, good pedigree. His brother plays, but he's made a name for himself, and he's really worked on his game.
Lamb out of control, and the ball's kicked back to Jordan McDaniels, who's bumped along the boulevard. And they're going to get the foul on Izzy Hadabu. Ball out of bounds, baseline left, Greg Grace Jr. to trigger.
And I'm excited to see how many ways McDaniel gets it to the paint. I mean, he's a phenomenal ball handler, one-on-one going to moves.
Trevor Smith, speaking of moves, makes a nice one. It's a little half hook to score it. He's confident and impactful early, Reg. It's 4-1, the Road Warriors.
Trevor Smith is playing the best basketball of his high school career right now.
Was injured in the summer, hurt that knee, missed the spring. It was a dislocated knee, missed most of the spring, all the spring, some of the summer. And Brother Rice has had the injury bug. They had to deal with Rob Blackwell. They still are. Stefan Banika had an injury. C.J. Brown back in June. So they're getting back into shape. And, of course, Greg Grace Jr. Northview on attack. Sorry, partner.
No, I mean, they have a lot of expectations on them. And, it's hard to reach those when you're injured. Half your team is hurt.
Shot clock not winding down, but if they had one, it would. C.J. Ryan says, I'll change that. He's on the attack, and there you see the finishability, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. Wrong foot, right hand. I mean, that was just a phenomenal move.
Meanwhile, Jordan McDaniel wants the and one. Rick Palmer's on the floor saying that's a goaltend, but the officials, I think, Reg, said it was not going in.
Yep, so he'll shoot too, but I mean, you see McDaniel. I mean, he's so crafty. You see there's a little hesitation, able just to slither by. So we would need a different view to be able to see. Let's see, did it hit the back? Ooh,
close.
That was close.
It was good ups for Izzy Hadaboo, the 6'5 junior. Meanwhile, McDaniel misses the free throw.
Let's see right here. We can see. Oh, that hit the backboard first, right?
Oh, boy.
It's all right. I mean, refereeing is a human thing, so you don't get them all right. You just got to be able to play through. And so he has knocked those free throws down.
McDaniel shows he's human, too. He misses 2 free throws. The fabulous freshman. Ryan's on the attack again, and it's a reach-in on Trevor Smith.
And right there, Trevor, who's been playing so well. In my opinion, that reaching is going to be 50-50. Go ahead and slide your feet. You're so big, you'll be like a stop sign to him instead of reaching in, because if any little hit of the wrist, you're going to get called for a foul.
One of 2 returning starters. The other was this guy, Greg Grace Jr. His backcourt mate is Jordan McDaniel. Shares the sugar back to GG3. Kick back top side. In between pass, McDaniel says, I'll take that, and I'll score that. That's number 1. That's the top freshman in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking up there in the country as well, and that was one way he got in the paint. As we watch, he's so crafty. He's going to get into the paint at least 10 to 12 times.
Waved that bucket off from Cam Ryans. Trevor Smith stood in and took that charge like a man. Wiped the bucket off, and that's the second on Cam Ryans. And that will force Brandon Guyton to go to his bench and get him out of there.
Yep, and remember, we were just talking about Trevor Smith. Don't reach in. Move your body. You're a stop sign. You're unique for high school. If you get your body in the way of people, something good's going to happen for Brother Rice. And he did it, and he took the charge.
The 6th man, Tyrus Thomas, checks in at 6'1". Handoff topside to Lamb. Right corner to Grays. 3rd game back from injury. UAD commit, where his daddy went after he transferred from Penn State, and that's what he can do. That's the great Greg Grays Jr. showing off the finishability on his end with a reverse wrench.
Yeah, Greg is a phenomenal straight line driver. I mean, when he puts his head down and his shoulder gets past people, he doesn't play with it a lot. He goes straight to it and gets to the basket.
Williams with a tough shot from the short corner right nose. Stojanovic has other missions ahead. McDaniel's dancing around. And cut off by Charity, the senior. Grays fires up from 3, bang. Greg Grays Jr. for 3. And Brother Rice, who knocked off their rival last night at Catholic Central, has raced out to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're moving the ball, they're making it go from side to side on the court, catch the help side sleeping, and Greg knocked it down.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. That's Rick Palmer, the bench boss in his 8th year, loves to golf. He's good at it. And look, he's had his team winning games, 8th year, and 5 years before that under Kurt Keener. He went to Country Day in 02 grad, went on to Albion where he was teammates with this guy named Mike Thomas, and he runs a great operation of Hazen Transfer. I've used their services. They do a great job. Layup good. It's the bucket from Anthony Willis, one of their juniors they count on, Reg.
Yep, and you see the Trevor Smith dynamic. As soon as Trevor goes out the game, Northview does a great job of attacking the rim and able to get the layup.
Stefan Benica checks in, the forward from Spain. Spanish native, played for the Romanian national team. That's a blown dunk on a breakaway by Izzy Hadabu. And he came down awkwardly and missed this dunk. It was a nice steal, though, Reg.
Yep, he's a tough kid. I think he's all right. And great job of getting out in the passing lane. That was a playful pass up top, per se. And he saw that coming. He was able to go down and go down and take it up. But I've seen this kid in the summers before. I mean, he's a tough kid. You see, he shook it off. And so glad he's all right.
Lamb is out of the game as well, and Tribal is in the game. One of their best shooters, Adam Tribal, just a sophomore, ranked as one of the state's best shooting guards, and he's been the 6th or 7th man since the return of Grace. Meanwhile, the free throw no good. Offensive rebound, though, and a reset by Tyrus Thomas. Kickback three off the mark. Hadabu saves another, and a travel. There will be no third attempt on this set.
And so Brother Rice with Jacob Lamb and Trevor Smith, who are, some of your best defensive players, per se, out of the game. You got to make sure you rebound and that you get stops.
Brother Rice has not missed a shot yet. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. They have missed both free throws, ironically. 1 of 1 from downtown, and now 1 of 2. Banika saves it on the baseline. Power layup move, no. He'll try it again for a possession and has it ripped away by T.T. Thomas.
Good job being aggressive. He just wasn't able to finish.
Meanwhile, the Wildcats are 2 of 5 from the floor and have yet to hit one from 3. They're 0 for 2. Backed out by Willis. Anthony against Banika. Now McDaniels. Northview played last night. They won in overtime. A 2-point win over Grand Rapids South Christian. Brother Rice played last night, too, at home in front of a sold-out Brother Rice crowd of 700. And they won their game a little more handily by 11 over Detroit Catholic Central. There's a turnover, and what's going on, Reg?
Yeah, and what happened right there, that was good defense by Brother Rice. Northview did a good job, though, that possession of moving the ball around. Greg Gray's got the rebound, and, yep, they said, hey, he fell down, and so they called travel.
Inbound by Charity. Into Thomas. Cam Ryan's back in there with his 2 fouls, Reg. What do you think of that?
I think he could trust him. Cam, he's a smart player. Besides being so good, he's very smart. So this is a chance for coach to say, hey, show me you're a leader. You're a senior. Don't get any more fouls.
Rice goes to a 2-3 zone. It works in the name of a stop. Hold on the other end with Grays pushing some pressure.
Yeah, Grays, he's going to be aggressive and go in straight lines right at you.
Brother Rice, 22-3 last year. A state title contender this year. Hadabu will check back in. He'll return. Willis will sit for the Wildcats. That's 2 fouls now on Anthony Willis, the 6'2 junior. Inbound to Banika, down low to Trevor Smith, missed the bunny. And here come the Wildcats clean. Ryan's across the timeline against Grays, the candidates for Mr. Basketball. No good from the 3. Wildcats shut out from the long line so far. Jacob Lamb, hot knife through butter. And the kid from Berkeley banks one in and increases the lead to a touchdown. Ryan's out of control. Short corner shot, no. Tribal the other way. Euro step pass, knocked out of bounds. And the Warriors will start ball out of bounds, baseline left.
I think this is how Brother Rice loves to play. Get the rebound, get it out, and run. I mean, they have so much talent. They have enough talent that when they get in the half court, I mean, Jordan McDaniels is unstoppable. You can't keep him out the paint. Greg Graves can score on anybody. You got enough in the half court. You got Trevor Smith at the rim. But if they can get out and get quick things in transition, I mean, that helps them when they're not in the half court.
Inbound from Lamb to Banika, who wanted the goaltend. The ball don't lie. Banika gets it back and does it right. And it's a 9-point lead. This is the largest for the Warriors.
Yep, and they're playing well. Northview will have to contain with their size because it's the rebound and the second attempts.
Izzy Hadabu in the post. Kick out 3, from Thomas. And will stay here. It's an over the back, and that'll go on Benica. That'll be his first.
Yep, and good job of getting that offensive rebound there. It's easier to get offensive rebound off long threes because you don't know where they're going to go. So if Northview can get a few more of those, they'll be able to get back in this game. So you see there, the good rebound. Yeah, so the foul there, they thought he hit him on his arms. And so, you know, you got to knock down the free throws now with your opportunity.
3 of 5 from the free throw line for Northview. Substitutions, Benica will check out for Brother Rice. That's his second foul. My bad, I said his first, it's his second. Into the game is Ian Newble, the son of the former NBAer Ira Newble, who we saw on Thursday coaching at Country Day as an assistant.
Absolutely, and Ian has some of his height right there. You see it.
Sure does. McDaniel, 2 points in this game. Back to Lamb. Lamb attacks, kicks. Newble for 3. He'll out no. Jordan's got his back. And now Tribal. Adam Tribal. Floater, McDaniel, you bet yourself. Jordan McDaniel with 4 with a floater.
And that wasn't even a high dribble move. That was just a kind of rocker step, able to get into the paint for McDaniel.
Rick Palmer's irate. Nobody got back. We're back at 30.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Oh, we got a busy, busy day, and we're happy to be here for it. All of it. Brother Rice and Northview, as you see and hear right now. And Wayne Memorial, the runners-up from a year ago, will take on Muskegon in a top 5 matchup. And then King and Kentwood will go at it in another dandy. OK Red against the PSL. And then number 1 against number 2 in the nightcap. East Lansing, the reigning champion of the MHSAA Division I, against Rockford and the Rams, a team that beat Brother Rice in overtime in a game in Hazel Park earlier this year.
Man, what a lineup. I mean, the Gotta Get It Classic is one of the premier showcases in the state.
It's where it's at, and that's where we're at. Trevor Smith in the entry pass, not great, but figured it out. Whip pass somehow got figured out too.
Yep, and this is where you remember there's no shot clock at high school. You know, just because a couple of passes might have been tipped, just catch your composure. Because, like, right now you got it in the man's hands who can kind of do whatever he wants. Watch this.
Anything he wants. Missed that with a tough rim out of bounds, back to the Wildcats. When you look at Jordan McDaniel, I got somebody in mind who I think he reminds me of his game.
Okay.
I want to know whose game he reminds you of.
Oh, let me think about that. I mean, ball handling wise, like moves to score, he's a great ball handler to score. I mean, you got to talk about like Rashad Phillips, a small version of a Rashad Phillips. I mean, that's a big order. Listen, that was one of the best small guards I ever played against, so I don't throw that out there lightly. But I'm talking
Ferndale
about
High School
ability to. This kid can't be guarded.
He reminds me of Isaiah Thomas.
So you're going to step above. So, yeah, Hall of
Famer.
Well,
that kind of game.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying he's that level.
We're not.
He could be.
Yes.
But his style of play, let's not confuse that. But the way he sets guys up, like you said, dribbles to score, he uses tempo with his ball movement and rhythm and dribble and drive and can set guys up. And a little guy that can finish like that with ease.
Yes.
It just reminds me of Isaiah.
No,
and he can shoot it, too. I mean,
you're on point. I mean, his jerky, his stop and go, exactly what you're saying. Just he can get into the paint like he wants. And what makes it even harder, he wants to. So, like, if you stop him once, he's going to try again. You stop him twice, he's going to try again. Like, he's going to keep on stopping, going until he gets where he wants. You know, his next phase will be, can you do it faster and faster? You know what I mean? Without, let's say your teammates standing around. Like, can you get in there on your first attempt? If you can't, what can come from it?
Tribal right wing for 3, off the mark, no. And that will be the final shot of this first quarter. 5-point lead for Brother Rice. They once led by 9, and they hold Northview to 27% from the floor. And the Mr. Basketball candidates have 5 points. Now make it 7 for Ryans and 5 for Grays. We're back with more from the Gotta Get It Classic right after this.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
That's Brandon Guyton in his first year at Grand Rapids Northview, but not his first year to coaching. This guy, many successful years at Grand Rapids Union, and came over from Crestwood prior to the stop at Union. Ottawa Hills grad of 08. Cornerstone University is where he played, has his master's from there as well. And he's been a part of many things, including the founder and the national director of basketball ops for National Youth Basketball Academy. And his passion is world history. He's a world history buff. So how about it? One of the good guys, Brandon Guyton, and he's run a tournament as well in his time. He knows a lot about tournaments, our friend Brandon Guyton.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the good guys in the game. You know, he's respected here on the west side of Michigan, but he can also come on the east side and, you know, get so much love. I mean, he really cares about kids. He's coached some great players. He's a good coach. I mean, and, you know, honestly, in my opinion, he's a blessing for Cam Ryans.
Sure.
You know, you come in the door and you know what he can do, but Brandon has enough credibility to still tell Cam, be able to coach Cam as hard and, you know, where Cam accepts it. So, I mean, I just think he's the perfect guy for this spot.
Greg Grays gets another. Grays with 7, 10 now on the other side for Cam Ryans, who has it. Kicks it to the corner. It's a very player-centered approach that he has. And Brandon Guyton, corner 3, no good. Smith with a rebound. Over the back is Northview. And he's a very accountable coach, but he also, you know, very defensive-minded and focused. And you can see that in the numbers, Reg. They're holding opponents to just 28% from downtown.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he knows how to get teams to focus on something. You know, they listen to his words. They listen to his strategy. He's a great communicator. That National Youth Basketball that he does, the academy, I mean, it's all about fundamentals for kids across the state. I mean, he's a big guy. He's big on, you know, not exposure yet, let's just say. He's big on teaching the game.
Turnover for Grays and Rice. Floater Ryans again, you bet. Cam Ryans putting on a clinic in East Kentwood. He's got a dozen, and that lead is shrunk to 2 with 6.5 to go until the break.
Man, Cam is a hard matchup. He's a hard matchup to stop. They got those shooters spread out, letting Cam work up top. That's difficult to stop.
Double team on Lamb right in front of us. Clears way to Stoyanovich. Down the avenue. Watch out. The Stojo plane was about to jet out of here, but a little turbulence and interrupted. Northview playing some D. That was all Stojo who lost it. The guy who played well against UAD in game number 2 in a game we covered on the prep.
Yep, and I think he went in to dunk it, and when the dunk wasn't available, he wasn't able to adjust to the layup.
You ever had that happen to you?
No, because I didn't go in to dunk often. I wasn't a big dunker. I was a big finisher.
Yeah.
You know, I went in to finish the play. I dunked when I was open.
Right on. I never dunked, Reg. Never once. Not off a trampoline. Not off a 9-foot rim. Never.
What was that called? Jordan Jammer?
Yeah, maybe one there, I guess, after like 25 tries and fails. Smith with a big body kick, right corner. Lamb for three. Oh, Jacob. Splash City, and Brother Rice widens that lead to 5 with 5:15 to go.
Here's why I like that play. In whatever happened, Cam Ryans got caught on Trevor in the post. I like that Trevor wasn't in his point guard mode at first. I like him trying to back Cam Ryans down because Cam Ryans has fouls. You might get an extra foul. Then he turned to point guard mode. Cam Ryans, who's very strong enough, but Trevor being able to pass, finished the play the right way.
Lamb with 5 now. Rick Palmer calls him our anchor. And the guy that's huge for us, and a guy that also had to come off an ankle injury earlier this year. Kick to the corner. Williams on the drive. He kicks to the right corner. That one's cold and off the mark long, off the heel from Willis.
I'll tell you what, Northview is getting a lot of shots that they like. They're moving the ball well. Starting with Cam, he's creating something. He's kicking it out, and they're doing one more. If those shots start falling, we're going to have a heck of a game here.
They're 1 of 9 from distance. They're a 37% three-point shooting team. Grays from downtown, no good. Stojo to keep it alive, as the rebound's pulled off by the Wildcats. Lamb gets a rip. Everybody wanted a whistle. Lamb says it was clean. Back to Stojo. Missed the lay-in. And another misguided lay-in / dunk attempt.
Okay, so yep, he's gonna have to lay the ball. I know he can dunk, but he's gonna have to just focus. Hey, I just gotta finish this. Whatever happens, if I'm high enough, let me turn it over and dunk it. But if not, I gotta still make it.
Had 2 ferocious dunks against Ferndale in their season opener. That one's wet from distance. Down just the second time in 11 tries, but it's big, and it's Braden with a big ball from the corner. And it's a 2-point game again, Rich.
I told you, if those other players outside of Cam Ryan start hitting threes, that this was going to be trouble for Brother Rice because they're moving the ball well.
Tribal from the corner. Splash City for the Tribe. The super soft with a critical 3 and the turnover back the other way. Tribal, who's got a very athletic family. Both mom and dad played Division I athletics at Canisius where they met, and they got a family full of athletes in the Catholic League at St. Mary's, at Brother Rice, and a nice blend. They've kind of divided. They said, all right, you 2 are going to St. Mary's, you 3 are going to Brother Rice.
Right.
They love the Catholic League, and they stayed in the Catholic League, and they like both those schools, and they worked out well. Mia Tribal graduated from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. She's playing college baseball, Division I at James Madison. And Adam's older brother is at Orchard Lake St. Mary's as a Division I baseball commit to Michigan State. So it's just the normal thing in the Tribal family.
Yeah, that's an incredible story how they split that up. And apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
The mom is Raquel. She played softball at Canisius. And she's got that gene to go with it. Meanwhile, we got a game, a 5-point game. And the Wildcats are pressured here, the 2 team. Now into the post and a back out. Jalen Perry is checked in, the 6'5" junior for the Wildcats. Kick to the corner, 3 ball from the corner, in and out, no.
Told you, Northview is getting the threes that they want. They're being patient. They just got to knock them down.
And that pass is errant and out of bounds from Lamb. McDaniels wants an explanation.
Yeah, and, so here's what happened. Lamb, he came off the screen, tried to go to the right side. When you come back and throw that pass left, that needs to be with your outer left hand instead of right hand dominant, because it's hard to. You got a right hand defender who's on you with his hand out in the passing lane. You got to pass that with the left hand, and that way it can get to the guy.
Makes sense. Mikey Wolford, the director of basketball operations for the Gotta Get It Classic and East Kentwood, will join Charlotte Turbrock at halftime. Rejection by Smith. No foul. Newble on the run, and his pass is tipped out of bounds, and McDaniel was wide open on the left wing. Rice will have to reset. Here's another look.
Yeah, and the player stopped because they were used to it, but that's a great block. No, that's a great block. Newble, he got kind of caught with in the middle. You got Graves on your right, you got McDaniels on your left. He wasn't sure what to do. You know, it's like having Ruth Chris and Capitol Grill on either side, and he just kind of got confused.
They left Smith alone from 15, no good. Lamb's got his back. Grace for 3 to make it hurt. Bang. Greg Graves with his second triple, and he's got a team-high 10 right now.
Yep, and Grace comes off screen and knocks it down. Looked like his dad on that one.
His dad played at Penn State and also finished at UAD Mercy. How about that whip pass? Dead spot left for 3, and that was too pretty to miss, but he did, and here come the Warriors +8.
Phenomenal pass. I mean, that's a next level pass. Skipping that across court like that.
Man. Greg Graves Sr. also played professional basketball. He'll pull up for 3, feeling it. Greg Graves, and a fist pump from his head coach, Rick Palmer, behind him. And Brother Rice has their largest lead of the night. They've got an 11-point lead with 23 seconds left.
When Graves gets rolling, you better watch out. I mean, you got to start guarding him across half court because he has unlimited range.
Most points in the building with 13. McDaniel forces the near steal. Back out to Williams. Williams dribble drive between 2 defenders, nothing home. And that ball stolen away by Newble, stolen back by Willis. And this half ends mercifully. But what a showing by Brother Rice, coming out on a run to end the half. It was a 2-point game, Reg. They end up +11. It's a 9-0 run to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, they turned it up over that last minute. Northview did a great job of coming back, knocking down some shots, but at the end, Graves got hot for those 2 threes, and it really was the big separator.
Charlotte Turbrock will talk with the head coach for Grand Rapids Northview momentarily, Brandon Guyton, and we'll get his thoughts on this first half. Charlotte standing by with Brandon Guyton. Charlotte, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, shooting 31% for field goal percentage. What would you like to see from the team on the offensive side?
You know, I think we should start being a little more aggressive with getting to the rim. But we're getting the looks we like. I think we're doing well with handling their hard hedges and they blitzing. Normally we make those shots. We're 37% three-point shooting team. We didn't shoot it well last night coming off an overtime game. So we're just trying to get our legs up under her. But we got to be more aggressive at getting to the basket and as well as stopping them from shooting threes. So we got to do a better job at guarding the basketball and stand in front of it.
What's going to be the message to keep these boys' heads in the game?
Yeah, just to stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. It's a long game. The difference in the game right now is the three-point shooting and the offensive rebounding. So typically that's one of the better times to shoot a three-point shot off a broken play. So we just got to be a little bit better, or a lot better, with securing rebounds and not giving them second chance points, especially that's leading to three-point shots.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Charlotte. More to come. Charlotte Turbrock sits down with Mikey Wolford on the other side of this timeout. Brother Rice by 11 at the Gotta Get It Classic. Back with more after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic. I'm here with Mikey. Mikey, you were a big part in setting up today's event. What does it mean to you to be a part of it?
Nah, it's super fun. You know, this is my third year doing this, and fourth year actually, and I've enjoyed it every single year. So on the day of, it's just great to see everything that we thought about come to fruition.
Right now, you're a senior here at East Kentwood. You're the general manager of this team, heavily involved with the AAU team, the family, and have worked for Grand Rapids, their G League team. How do you balance being a student and being so advanced?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not always easy, but I think it's just sometimes you got to put your head down. A lot of nights with a little bit of sleep, but I mean, if that's just something I want to do, and I want to kind of set myself up to continue to be successful as I get older. So that's just something I hold myself to, and I find a way.
How have these experiences shaped you as a person at such a young age?
Yeah, they shaped me a lot. I think, you know, I've gotten a lot more mature in the past few years as I've gotten to interact with a lot more adults who are in some pretty special places. So I think I've just gotten more mature. I've seen things from a different point of view. I've met a lot of different cool people. So I think really the person I am today is kind of all shaped around the different experiences I've had up to this point in my life.
Lastly, what impact do you want to have on the East Kentwood community?
I think when you talk about this event specifically, I just want everybody in the community to be able to come out, have a good time, see players from all over the state. I've got a lot of good relationships with the players on the other teams from Detroit, or whether it's from teams in this area. So I just think I want everybody to have basketball right in their backyard. So that's really it. So.
All right, well, thanks for joining me.
For sure. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, back to you.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic. We're here with the co-founder and executive director, T-Trick Thomas.
Yes.
The 6th year of the Gotta Get It, and
Yes.
this has been just the progression of an excellent event that continues to get better and better.
Well, thank you.
This year, the lineup, I mean,
Yes.
it's a 4-game banger schedule.
Yes.
Talk about how this event has grown and what you're so excited about in this 2026 version.
Yeah, well, it's definitely grown. We're hoping that it's more like a well-oiled machine now. Our team has grown, and so that has really helped just keep the quality of the program and of the classic high, which is what we always want. As far as that lineup goes, our coordinator, Mikey Wolford, does a lot of research coming into the season of who's going to be potentially ranked where, who's going to be, you know, the teams to look at. And so I have to give him a lot of credit for helping finalize this lineup for this year. So we're really excited. I know last time I checked, I think we have maybe 7 of the top 8 teams here.
That's right.
So yeah, we're hoping to put on a great day of basketball for the fans.
The reason behind the season, there's a lot behind the Gotta Get It, despite it being an outstanding basketball tournament and collection of teams and talent and coaches. Look, there's a reason behind this. What does the Gotta Get It mean? What's it all about?
Yeah, so our motto is to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses. And so that's what we try to teach you through our many programs. Like you said, obviously we're very popular for our athletic programs and our basketball programs, but we have some phenomenal after-school programs for youth K through 12. We have a expanding, really growing culinary arts program for youth 8 through 18. It's now officially an elective for high school in Flint. We have our summer cohorts. We have a winter cohort starting next Saturday. So our youth culinary arts program is really growing. Our intern development program is growing. That's really what you see here is a product of that. And not only is our program growing as far as getting larger, but it's growing up. So a lot of our interns are now freshmen and sophomores in college this year, and they've been with us since high school. And so, yeah, our programs are growing, and things like the Gotta Get It Hoop Classic help us fund so many of our other programs and provide, high quality, equitable after-school programming for youth across the state.
Outstanding. Well, we love being a part of this tournament. And every year it just seems to get better and more fun and exciting.
Well, we love having you guys. This definitely just continues to elevate the experience.
Yeah. Teacher, thanks so much.
Thank
All the
you.
best in
Thank
this
you.
highly anticipated event. We're at halftime. The Gotta Get It Classic rolls on from East Kentwood High School. More to come on the Preps coverage of the Gotta Get It right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Welcome back to East Kentwood. Let's go down to Charlotte Turbrack, who's standing by with Rick Palmer.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, you guys are shooting 50%, up by 11 right now. What do you want to see from the team in the second half?
We let Cam get loose in transition a couple times. We want to clean that up, but besides that, we played pretty good D. We've missed some layups that we normally make, so I like how we're playing. We just want to come out this first 3 or 4 minutes and just be 100% worried about winning and nothing else.
What was the message to the boys to keep their headspace right?
Yeah, let's go this first 3 or 4 minutes and don't worry about anything else, but if we think we're pretty close to putting this thing away, let's go do it right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Okay, welcome back. Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate it. Chad and Reggie back with you. Some highlights from the first half. Reg, your thoughts overall in the first half of this?
It was a great half for Brother Rice. Northview had their moments, but the ability to knock down shots was the differentiator.
You look at some of the top plays, the top scorers. Grays with 13 for Brother Rice. 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. He knocked down a couple of threes. Meanwhile, Ryan's with a dozen. He's got a couple of rebounds and a couple of fouls as well. And you look at some of the help and the guys that were going to help him. Williams with 5, nobody else with more than 2. And Brother Rice with a little more support system. Lamb with 7, McDaniel with 4, yet to really get off in this game.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, from the aspect of, it's interesting, McDaniels, as he grows as a player, we'll have to define what getting off is, because he can do
anything.
Yeah. Listen, this kid is lightning in a bottle. He could do anything. So he has to just kind of try to find moments, continue to cut, do other things, get open. And also, be able to knock down shots like that. Like, when you catch it, you can shoot it too, and not just, dribble in there. So it's just a growth process. I mean, but the kid is phenomenal, man.
Floater is short from Jordan. Left wing quick 3, open, no. Rebound Trevor Smith up to Grays. Smith with 6 rebounds in this game to lead the building. Ball out of bounds, baseline right.
And speaking about McDaniels, honestly, he's so good, he probably passes up catch and shoot shots because he knows once he starts dribbling, he can get to the paint whenever he wants.
How big of an adjustment do you think it's been for him since Grays came back?
There is an adjustment. I mean, because you have another player who can do something. You know what I mean? So it's an adjustment. I mean, you probably don't have it just singularly up top as much. So that's why I'm saying, like, he can still do what he wants when he wants, but you just got to kind of, in my opinion, shoot the ball. Like, when you catch it, shoot it. And I mean, not over speaking Rick's offense, but like, if you're a good shooter, when you catch it and you're open, shoot it. But right now, I mean, he's so young in his high school career, he knows what's worked. And guess what works? When he dribbles the ball and goes past people, nobody can stay in front of him. So that's what he's leaning on. But that's just the next phase. Catch it and shoot it.
The #1 point guard in the United States, Jordan McDaniel. There's other guards ranked ahead of him, but in most top 10s in the state, or excuse me, in the country. And it's a talented 2029 in-state class.
Jeez. Oh, my goodness. These freshmen, I don't know where they got them from. But, oh, my goodness, these freshmen in this state of Michigan are some of the best in the country.
Crossover stick 3 was filthy from Williams. Couldn't get it to go down. It's been tough at the long line for the Wildcats. They're just 2 of 13 in the game. McDaniel with a show and go, and he sets up this offense against man-to-man. Blow by, banker, good.
I can't describe it any better. Like, he had the shot, but you know what? This guy can't stop me. I can still get in there. So, you know, when it works, it's excellent.
Ryans misses, Lamb on the run. McDaniel for 3, no. Long, Lamb blocked. Clean block by Anthony Willis, and here come the Wildcats on a stop. Cam Ryans down the runway!
Cam!
With a poster!
Whoa.
Cam means business! A scowl across the West Michigan crowd.
Cam wasn't playing on that one. I mean, you know, I think he caught Trevor there in the box. Trevor, you know, who's been great defensively, but I think he was a little bit too low, and Cam took off.
This is Cam country, he says. It makes it an 11-point game, but there you see it right in the middle of your screen. Cam Ryans with a statement.
Cam said, this is my part of town.
That's right. Looking for point number 15, and he's got it. Cam Ryans, the Western Michigan commit, with a poster job in game 1.
Phenomenal play.
McDaniel, though, stealing the show early in the second half. Grays to quiet the crowd, and he does. Double G with a 3, his 4th of the game, and he leads the building with 16 all of a sudden. Back and forth we go as advertised, Reg. This has been a game to remember.
Ooh, I mean, we mentioned the individual matchups. I mean, look at this. Well, take off then, Cam. You know, great job of staying focused, going up to dunk, and I mean, just a phenomenal finish. And then he made the free throw as well.
Ryan off the rails in game 1. More fun to come, but in the end, the scoreboard says Brother Rice by 13. Brother Rice has come out in the second half and also had the advantage and leaning on the rookie a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, that last play, we didn't get time to mention it, but that was the microcosm of what I was saying. Like McDaniels, who caught it, turned down the shot, got in the hole. It had a tough finish. I mean, while getting bumped.
Grand Rapids Northview 8-1 on the year, just the one blemish. 3-0 in league play. They play out of the OK Gold. Just over 1,000 students, co-ed. You don't have to look too far back. Kyler Vandejak, a guy who's at Toledo doing big things, putting up a dozen. He was at CMU last year, came to Toledo, and it's been a great thing for Todd Kowalczyk and company. Better than a dozen points and chipping in with rebounds and assists. Last year, this team finished 19-6 and lost to Byron Center. But a different look under Brandon Guyton, who looks to have this ship in good command in year number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this is a basketball area. I mean, this is a school that has great facilities. I mean, a lot of community support. And so Brandon Guyton's going to look to take them to the next level.
Braden Williams is short with a floater. Stojanovic, the culprit. He gets the two-man game going with Smith from Lamb. And the two-man games have been pretty cohesive, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a deadly combo. So think about it. Let's break this down. You got Jacob Lamb and Trevor Smith, who are future college players within a two-man game. You can't overhelp because guess who's on the wings? Jordan McDaniel and Greg Graves. So you got to stay home while Jacob Lamb and Trevor figure that out there within the middle. That's a hard matchup. And, you know, Northview will have to figure that out.
That's the third foul on Cam Ryans. And now Brandon Guyton has to figure it out. They'll keep him in there. 2 shots for Trevor Smith, the senior uncommitted forward. And he misses them both. Brother Rice from the free throw line, yet to make one. They're 0 for 4. They're out rebounding Northview 22-14.
You know, those are the shots right there. That shot that Northview got, they move the ball. They're playing the right way, per se, but you just got to knock down shots. And Charity, who just missed, I think he has an older brother who might play
right.
Jalen Charity, who was a heck of a player with Vanderjack and during when Northview's run a few years ago, and he's having a great career at Grand Valley thus far, playing for Cornell Man.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Cornell Man, he's doing a great job out there. Over here, per se,
over
in West
here,
Michigan.
Right. Right. Let's get your compass straight.
Right.
Jordan McDaniel somehow got through, couldn't finish the shot. Ryans with 3 fouls the other way. Looking for more with that face of ferociousness. 15-foot pull-up, Lamb with a big boy rebound, and here come the Warriors, plus 13 with 4 left in the third.
That was a big-time rebound. Jacob Land is a very good rebounder for a guard. We remember the tip-in he got last year or a while ago to beat Orchard Lake St. Mary's. I mean, Jacob Lamb does all the little things needed.
6 rebounds, second only to Smith. That's a nice Jordan McDaniel mid-range game show-off. It's a 15-point Brother Rice lead. This is their largest. Cam Ryan says not for long.
This is what makes this game special. You got Jordan McDaniels, who shoots a 11-foot floater like it's nothing. I mean, he's so talented. Then you got, look at that, off his right foot. I mean, some of the work that this kid has been doing is phenomenal. Then you got Cam Ryan, boom, coming down, laying it off the glass. This game has a lot of high-level players.
Cam Ryan's 24.5 points a game, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He'll make a run for Mr. Basketball. He'll have to edge out Greg Grays Jr., who's next to him, just 5 feet away in Brother Rice Orange. Want to thank all the sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We appreciate the Wolford Family Donor Fund, Miller Johnson, Superior Asphalt, Pepino South, Atlantic Fish, Nate Plant, Tinga, Taylor's Home Care, and all the great support that's here at the Gotta Get It Classic.
Yeah, without sponsors like that, events like this would not be able to take place. So shout out to all those sponsors who really believed in this vision for the kids.
Timeout on the floor. It's a 38-26 12-point lead. Miller Johnson Attorneys, where the growth of Michigan is at the core of our practice. Taylor Home Care. Today's matchup is brought to you by Taylor Home Care, proudly serving individuals with physical and mental disabilities in West Michigan since 2012. And the mission of Taylor's Home Care Services is to promote comfortable place for growth. Another Gotta Get It moment. Welcome back. Chad Bush and Reggie Butler with you. Reggie Butler, formerly of Southfield Lathrop and Xavier, and a 10-year pro in Europe and other parts of the world. To my left, McDaniel laying no good. Stick back, Banika, iron unkind on this end. Credit the Wildcats.
Yep. McDaniel, who can get where he wants, just wasn't able to finish that, and good rebound by the Wildcats.
Banker up and good. Cam Ryan's counted from 8. And the Cam count continues to grow. He's got 18. Grays with 16. McDaniel's lost it nearly. He's got 8. And we've got a jump ball, and that thing's going the other way.
Yep, I think Northview has found their offense. Give it to Cam Ryan, move out the way, allow him to, use his body, people to bounce off him and get in the paint.
You went to Southfield Lathrop. You played with Greg Grays Sr. What should we know about the Grays family?
Oh, listen, they're basketball folks. I mean, they have an older cousin who was in the NBA, a top 6 draft pick, Doug Smith, and and I mean, Greg is a guy he's a self-made player. And when I say that, when we were young and things, I mean, just the hours he would do in the gym before a shooting gun machine, he was just so dynamic. He had 60 points in a high school game before. Wow. I mean, his dad knows so much, knows everybody in the city, former PAL legend. And, Greg was, along with Mike Chappelle, they were the two, in my opinion, who birthed Southfield basketball, like basketball in Southfield.
We're continuing with Reggie Butler, who is high school teammates with Greg Gray Sr. And here's another look at the Cam Ryan's triple that gives him 21. What a filthy crossover.
Nice.
Blackjack 21 for number 0. Keeping the Wildcats around. They've cut it to 7. Pepino South Grill in the South location, looking for the ultimate game day hangout. Head to Pepino South and check out their happy hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 and 10 to close. Daily food and drink specials and over 55 large screen TVs, so you never miss a play. Pepino South, your home for food and drinks and sports. Superior Asphalt, your local West Michigan paving contractor since 1983, specializing in new construction, asphalt maintenance, and repair. And Atlantic Fish, known for its quality offerings and versatile dining experience. Atlantic Fish Market presents the best West Michigan seafood selection. Back with you, Chad Bush, Reggie Butler, backdoor cut. Greg Grace from Trevor Smith earns a trip for number 11 to the stripe to try to get Brother Rice their first made free throw of the game, Reg.
Oh, that's incredible, but look at this pass from Trevor. I told you, from the high post, he's their de facto point guard. He might be like one of the best passers in the state from that area.
4 assists to go with 8 rebounds for Trevor Smith. And an unsigned senior and a kid that, if you look as a college, look, this is a guy that you'd want to sign him. Why?
Because, I mean, look at what he's doing. Do you know what 8 rebounds and 4 assists does for a team? You understand?
It's a boost.
Like, yeah, it's absolutely.
And willing to be that guy that doesn't score and get those rebounds and assists.
Absolutely. He's taking a charge. He plays great defense. I mean, look at this defense here. He's guarding somebody half his size, and he's able to stay in front of him. I mean, Trevor, you know, a great shot right there. But Trevor is somebody who he's made some big strides mentally. And
4th foul for Cam Ryans. That's number 4. That's a problem with just under 2 minutes to go in the third, Reg. Go ahead, I apologize.
Yeah, no worries. But Trevor, I mean, who was, you know, at the top of the national rankings as an 8th grader. I remember highlights of him in middle school dunking and things. And, you know, he's kind of found his way in high school, had to kind of navigate through that, played on teams with good scores and, you know, has just played his role. And when it all says out, what he does and what he's learned, how he's learned to embrace his role, he'll get on the floor faster than some scorers will in college.
Hadaboo with a big-time rejection, and then Hadaboo with an offensive foul. Stojanovic will check in for the Warriors. Here's another look at that offensive foul with a screen from Hadaboo, Reg. What did he do wrong?
He locked up at the last minute. When I say locked up, what a human referee's eye sees is it looks like you're moving. You might be just bracing for the contact, but it kind of leans you into the man.
The officials today are Drew Zudema. These west side of the state names throw me off. I love them, but they're a challenge. Drew Zudema, Thomas Starks, and Bryce Muller. Stojanovic, kick, corner, graze, catch, shoot, 3, long. And Stojanovic does what he does, the dirty work. Comes right back and glides it in. Air Stojo lands safely this time, Reg.
There it is. He had his mind on laying the ball, and it worked. And I mean, just a great move, great elevation, and taking off.
High on the right, Anthony Willis.
So look at Trevor playing defense. You know, he's 6'9", 200, probably 30 pounds, and look at him there playing defense on the guard.
Hadaboo says, "I've had enough." Hammers it home.
Great follow by Hadaboo.
6-point game. Half a minute left in the third. McDaniel drives and is fouled. And they're going to get Braden Williams, the 6'2 junior, with the hack. Here's another look, Reg, at this drive and block and finish by the big boy.
Great awareness. I mean, he saw that the biggest guy went to contest the layup. So what did he do? He circled around to the rim, and that's what you're supposed to do. Don't stand there and watch. Go get it like Hadaboo did.
Free throw is no good.
what I noticed on McDaniels on these free throws is if he stays there, you know, he's a good shooter, so free throws shouldn't be a problem. But if he stays there and sees it through, the ball will stay more. Like that, he stayed there. But on his misses, after he lets it go, you see him walking back. And, you know, you got to stay there. Tell the ball what to do with your body.
I like that. 1 of 4 from the free throw line for Jordan, who finally nails down the 4th. 2-team between Tribal and Stojo. And now high in the left is Braden Williams, the 11th grader. Back to Anthony Willis, also the junior, between 2 defenders, up and around, pretty move. But Smith with another board, throw ahead, Tribal at the horn, no. And that's how the 3rd will end. And this lead, Reg, was built up to 15. It's all the way down to 7. Lo and behold, we've got a game again. Brief timeout, we're back in 30 with Charlotte Turbrock. This is the Prep.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. So we were having a lot of fun, pitching it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Charlotte Turbrock is on the sidelines, and she's got a report. Let's go courtside with Charlotte. Charlotte, what do you got?
Welcome back, guys. Greg Grays Jr., son of Greg Grays Sr., is a standout player for this Brother Rice team. He has been in love with basketball since birth. He was actually born in Belgium, according to his grandmother, while his dad was playing overseas last year. He was a leading scorer for this Brother Rice team. He was also named All-State, All-Conference, and All-Region, and last night he scored his 1,500th point. Guys, back to you.
How about it? Congratulations. Thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate that. Cam Ryans with 1,500 career points, Reg. Greg Grays.
Yes.
I apologize. Greg Grays, 1,500 career points. Short corner left, that's the tribe that has spoken. Adam Tribal, he's got 5, and Rice's lead grows to 9. Short shot, Hadabu got it. That's Big Izzy getting with it.
Yep, and I mean, that was a great job there by Hadabu following again. But, you know, Greg, 1,500 points, that is a lot of points.
Right corner jump shot, no good from Tribal. His grandparents are behind us. Good to see the Grays grandparents. Yeah. And you said they were like a second family to you growing up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, when I first met them, you know, just as a sophomore playing my first year of basketball or whatnot, and me and Greg became friends. And, you know, I would spend the night on their couch and eat all their chicken. They had they would get these wingdings from Gordon's Chicken. And, oh, man, we didn't have those in my house. And, oh, they were the best.
Love it, man. Nothing like some Gordon's wings. Fried or baked. Count it. And here come the Cats. They're within 5 with a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, and Northview doing a good job of staying active, and they're also playing better defense.
Northview shooting 35%, Brother Rice shooting 43%, but 46% from downtown. They are 6 of 13. It has helped them. Lay in good. Keep an eye on this young man. It's Braden Williams again. He's done notable things in this game. He's been their Robin to Batman. He's got 10. Banker good lay in. That's McDaniel. He's reached double digits. He's got 11. He's the Batman, and he's got a steal at midcourt and a reach-in foul. Count the steal. It's a grab at midcourt. Anthony Willis holding on for dear life, and Rick Palmer getting a little nervous on that sideline.
Phenomenal play by McDaniels. I mean, first of all, he went in. Look at this layup. Just whenever we asked how many times would he get in the paint and how many ways would he get into the paint. He's so crafty. And then to be able to get the steal there at half court, you know, that's special as well.
Inbound backcourt to Lamb, who has 7 points and 6 rebounds with those 3 assists. Smith to Tribal. Adam to the elbow. Back to the super freshman, down the avenue, hot knife through butter. In traffic and a hold, and a foul is called on a frisky Jordan McDaniel. Against a frisky Jordan McDaniel.
Yep, right there. So what do you have to recognize is how the Brayton Williams, how far he came in to do him. That's the one maybe you kick. But otherwise, if he doesn't come, then you go all the way to the basket like he's been doing.
Tribal floater, got it over the long arms of Cam Ryan. Tribal starting to heat up. He's got 7, and the Rice lead blossoms to 7.
Yep, and that's a good job of Tribal. Use it. People are always going to run out at him because he can shoot. If you can attack that closeout, get into the paint like he did, that's a great job.
Williams has 4 fouls. Left wing 3, flat, short. Offensive rebound by Willis. Back out to Ryans, playing with 4. Bumped, steps into a 17-footer. That's long. Lamb with a big boy rebound. And here comes Brother Rice, who comes out clean with 5 to go in this game.
We talked about Lamb and his rebounding. I mean, he's a really good rebounder guard.
Lamb's pass was too low. It was off a shin. Smith tries to fight to get it back, but it's too late. And he picks up a foul with good intentions. Braden Williams ripped it out, which is a little stronger. Here's another look at the Lamb rock and the Smith roll.
Yeah, the pocket pass was just slightly off. You got to be able to bounce it to a big guy. You got to be able to get that. He got it through there, but you got to be able to get it there to his hot pocket, per se, where he can catch it and do something with it.
Where is that hot pocket for you and most big men?
Above the knees, below the belly button.
Okay.
On a bounce pass.
Man,
you don't want
picky.
to come high.
You're so picky,
Listen,
Reg.
man.
So
hey,
high maintenance.
Hey, listen. Give me the ball right. You don't pass it to me often, and so I'm not talking about Jacob. I'm talking about these guards. You don't pass it often. When you pass it,
did you say that to Greg Grays? Would you ever tell him that?
Man, so wait. So this is, you got to put this into context. Absolutely, our team would say, man, you don't pass the ball. But then he hit 5 straight threes. It's like, why should he ever pass the ball?
Fair enough.
The guy scored 60 in the game.
Man. Oh, I love it. We're going to keep it here. 49-42, your score, and we're with 4.5 to go. Want to thank the Wolford Family Donor Fund, and what a great family, what a great fund, and they are givers to this foundation. The Wolfords do it all, and we appreciate Mikey, who's a part of that foundation, for all his help, and you heard from him at halftime from Charlotte Turbrock. We're at the Gotta Get It Classic, and there you see that slick logo. What's better than that? And we're proud to be a part of it. It's just one game of many more to come today. This is Brother Rice in Grand Rapids, Northview. Brother Rice has built a lead, Reg, up to 15. It's been down to 5 as of late. Right now it's a 7-point game, and anybody's game with 4.5 to go.
Yes, it is. And I mean, if Northview can knock down some of these shots that they've been generating, because they've been getting some open shots in the corners, I mean, we'll have this going down to a nail biter.
45.5%. About 10% better is Brother Rice from the floor than the Wildcats. It's been a sticky Rice defense. No defense for Cam Ryans, who's gone off today. He's got a poster, and he's got the lead scorer in the building with 25. McDaniels with a Euro step. Banker no good. Big boy Cam Ryans rebound up the left sideline. Working against Tribal. Attacks 10, floats it up. Shot off the mark, will stay here.
Seeing this, being here at courtside, seeing Cam Ryans go down full speed, it's scary for a defender. I mean, that guy is strong. Look at this. He's in the post operating. I mean, we've seen him hit threes. We've seen him dunk on people. We've seen him operate out of the post. He has a complete game.
Ryans with 25 and 7 today. Stojo will sit. Trevor Smith returns. Also into the lineup is Tyrus Thomas, who returns for the Wildcats. Pass is tipped away and stolen, and that's all on Jacob Lamb. who does it all. Stat stuffer, Reg.
Yes, he does. I mean, he's a competitor. That's what he is. He competes. We've seen him rebound. We've seen him pass. He's a very tough kid, like a tough human being.
Yep. Had to come back from an injury this year. The anchor, the best sixth man in the Catholic League last year. This might be the best man in the Catholic League this year. Greg Grays cans one from 17. And it's a 51-44 game, 7-point game. Cam Ryans needs instant points. And McDaniel says you'll have to wait.
You know, and that was a layup for Greg, a 17-footer. But McDaniels, I'm impressed by his hands.
Yep.
You know, he got to steal at half court. Right there, he was able to strip Ryans, which is not easy. He has quick hands, and that translates to the ball handling he has.
He's a boxer, is McDaniel. In a real boxer, not
Makes
the
sense.
shadow boxing. So that's one of his things. He fights in competitive bouts, and he's one of the best and highest ranked in the state of Michigan. So that's good training for all that.
Absolutely. So think about that. Think about you got a kid as a freshman. No wonder he's not scared. Like basketball doesn't scare him. I mean, you know, confidence means different things to different people. But if you've fought before, you know what I mean? Like a basketball game is nothing to go out and show your skill. You're probably a confident person.
5'9", 132 pounds soaking wet is Jordan McDaniel, the #1 ranked point guard in the United States.
No matter what you weigh, but it says something. Like if you can fight, like you have no reason to be scared of anything else.
Left wing three, closeout Tribal. They got the missed shot, but the offensive rebound stick back is good. That's Anthony Willis, hoop in the harm, and just his 4th points of the night.
So here's what's going to happen. Somebody besides Trevor or Jacob Lamb is going to have to get a rebound for Brother Rice. You know, the other guys are going to have to chip in and make sure that they're rebounding. They do that, they're going to be able to close this game out. But if they don't, Northview is going to take this down to the wire.
That's the 3rd foul on Jordan McDaniel in this game. Keep an eye on that. Ryans with 4 for Northview. Risky pass, Smith, corner, Grays, got it.
It's big time pass by Trevor if you think about it. Yep, and I think Greg tweaked his knee right there.
Greg Grays with 23 points to lead the Warriors. 5 of 9 from downtown and 8 of 14 from the floor. It's been a clean night for number 11 out of Southfield.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been there to make all the big shots. And, you know, Greg, for some context, Greg's coming off a bone bruise. And a bone bruise is something you can't rush. And I think something there, he tweaked it on that shot.
616 all boys at Brother Rice. Last year, 22-3. Second in the CHSL Central. Last state title, their only. And that was in 1974. They're thirsty to get back. They've got a team that could get back. They were runners-up in 77. Of course, B.J. Armstrong, one of their notable alums. But another one of their alums today had a big game and a big part in number 2 Michigan going down. Blackwell with a big game. He had 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 8 from downtown in Wisconsin's 3-point win over Michigan. Blackwell with a big day, 26 points. He could be up there as a notable alum. In fact, he probably will be next time. Sorry, BJ, but there's a new sheriff in town in Blackwell who could be a top or could be picked in the NBA draft coming up this upcoming summer, Reg.
In my opinion, he's a first-round pick. I mean, He's one of the best players in college, definitely. I mean, great high school career, great person. I mean, comes from a great family. I mean, man, his good dad, Glenn, and his mom. I mean, they're wonderful people. And you know, I mean, he's a great player himself.
Brother Rice playing keep away, and fittingly, Smith gets the hang and the bang, and the Warriors are about to salt this thing away in Grand Rapids. Timeout on the floor. The Warriors finish, and they're trying to get back-to-back wins and win number 10 on the year.
Yeah, and that was great ball movement. So they had a thing where they wanted to stall and move the ball around, but you always got 6'9" Trevor Smith under there, so you can give it to him for a dunk, which they did.
Well, we want to take a moment to pay tribute to a member that was lost, and a significant loss not only to the Catholic League but the state of Michigan and the entire state, but especially the Catholic League, as they lost 71-year-old Vic Michaels, a guy that was the longest tenured director of athletics for the Detroit Catholic League. He leaves behind a wife and 2 sons, and 48 years of marriage with his wife Linda, and his sons Mark and Brad. But Vic Michaels was a friend of the program. He was a wonderful man, and he gave his heart and his soul to the Catholic League, the state of Michigan, and a guy that born in Detroit, and a guy that himself was an excellent athlete, a guy that not only was a good athlete but a great coach. I remember him from his days at St. Clement, and he would go on and he would take over for Tom Rashid, and he's got this Catholic League, the best league in the state, to the highest level it's ever been, and we will never forget our friend Vic Michaels.
He's done a phenomenal job. I mean, look at where Michigan Catholic League is. It's one of the best in the country as far as individual leagues, and so, you know, rest in peace to his to him, and, you know, prayers to his family.
He also is coaching his grandsons, and he leaves behind his grandsons Victor, Evan, Drew, Jack, and Cam, and so many others. But we will never forget Vic Michaels, and we had an interview with Vic that we'll play in our next broadcast at another date that we sat down with. And look, we couldn't do this. We couldn't do what we do without Vic Michaels and what he's allowed us to do through this partnership. So we appreciate him, and he'll be missed. We love you, Vic.
Cam Ryan's here at the line, and he has to knock down these free throws. He makes this one, they're down possible two possessions. So free throws are important to be able to come back if you're Northview.
Split the pair. Smith with the rebound. I'm sorry, missed them both. My bad. Lamb with the rebound. Has the ball. Smith will play keep away, and he's fouled in the backcourt. So it's a 6-point game, 37.5 seconds left. It's been impressive what Brother Rice has done. They've played a very challenging schedule. Their win against Catholic Central, one of their best. That was yesterday by 11. They also knocked off Ferndale in game number 1 this year, and really put it to them in Ferndale with a 28-point win. They also knocked off a very good Grosse Pointe South team. And the losses, get this, are to number 1, East Lansing, number 2, Rockford, who will play in the finale, and number 12 in the state of Ohio, Toledo Central Catholic, a team that was leading the Catholic League Central Division to this point, to many people's surprise. So they're not bad losses. Rick Palmer's got these guys playing good ball, but some folks may say, they're 9-3. It comes with an asterisk. They played a tough schedule.
Here's where emotional balance kicks in. Look at who you've lost to. It's January, you know, and you got to just kind of realize and take a look. Hey, you've lost to some of the best. Your guys have been in and out because of injury. Everybody makes the playoffs. You know, everybody makes the playoffs. This is the state of Michigan. Everybody makes the playoffs. There's no qualify for the playoffs. And so the regular season is about, of course, finding yourselves, getting your team together. And, you know, a loss here or there, you don't want it to happen, but put it in perspective.
Chad Bush with Reggie Butler, Charlotte Turbrock. We'll have our G of the game coming up shortly. 1 of 4 games coming up. Brother Rice in the lead right now, but Reg, it's been a game at which at times Grand Rapids Northview has flirted with his lead. Do they have enough gas in the tank to make a run here in the final 30 seconds?
Well, they're going to want to foul quickly. They're going to want to make sure that Brother Rice misses free throws. You got to make your own free throws, and you need some miracle threes per se.
7-point lead, make it 8. Free throws made there. Newble will check in. Stojo will check out. Full court inbounds for Izzy Hadaboo.
And you got to get this shot up quick. You can't. First person that's open, you got to take it. You got to take it.
Williams slow to pull the trigger. Now he will. No foul called. He tried to draw it. And now they'll foul McDaniel in the backcourt, who will have a chance to get some redemption with his enemy tonight, his only enemy, the free throw line, where he's 1 of 4.
Got to take the 3 that's there. So, look, McDaniel, let's see if he stays at the line. And when I say stays, not falls away after it's left his hand. The ball magnetically somehow does what your body does. See, he stayed and the ball stayed.
One more as Brother Rice looks to get back-to-back double-digit wins. And no dice for McDaniel. He'll finish with a dozen perhaps. And we've got a whistle and a timeout with 16 and a half seconds to go. Don't forget, we'll have our G of the game, sponsored by G Brand USA, coming up. And there's one guy that certainly stands out more than the rest. But what's your thoughts on this Brother Rice performance thus far and what they've been able to get done?
Yeah, I think it was a very big performance. I mean, you had guys who all contributed in their own ways. You had Grace, who was scoring. You had McDaniels, who, in what he does, which is get into the paint, is unstoppable. You had Trevor Smith do it all, passing, rebounding. Jacob Lamb providing. Tribal and everyone else contributed. And this was a really good win against a really good team after playing in, 18 hours ago?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah, exactly. And an emotional win and that. Hey, we've got all kinds of social medias. You're on one of them now, our YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Could you please subscribe? We'd love to have you follow us. We do over 100 games a year, and we're on pace to do over 100 high school games a year again, along with our Motor City Cruise and Wayne State partnership. Follow us on our social medias, TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Proud partners of the Gotta Get It Classic, game 1 of 4. And we've got a dandy coming up after this one.
So the first 3 available.
Ryans from the corner, fading away over Gray's, no good. Ball out of bounds, will stay here. It went off Trevor Smith.
And you got to secure that rebound if you're Brother Rice. And you secure 2 more rebounds, and this is over.
Inbound layup, good. That's Julian Charity from Williams. And it's now a 7-point game, 3 seconds left. Smith the other way, and they'll call off the Dogs. Brother Rice wins their 10th game of the year and their 13th try on the road at the Gotta Get It Classic. And Rick Palmer runs his record to 6-0 at the Gotta Get It Classic as he collects win number 120 in his career.
Yeah, and it was a great one today against a very good team and a big-time environment. Rick does a great job of scheduling games like this and putting them in big-time atmospheres.
We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with our G of the game, Charlotte Turbrock. Somebody's going to get a chain. Somebody's going to get a lid. All the goodies are coming out. We'll have it next right here on The Prep.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark? I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Piece Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Welcome back. Brother Rice wins it 59-52. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by. Charlotte, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. I'm here with Greg Graves Jr., the GGI Classic MVP and our G of the game, sponsored by G Brand USA. Last night, you got 1,500 career points. Today, you were also the leading point scorer for the Warriors. How do you feel?
I feel good. Great game, Couldn't do it on my guys and my coaches.
At halftime, Coach said that he felt like you guys had this in the bag. How did you guys feel about that performance in the second half?
We just came out and our defense really lead us. We came out, trusted each other, and got the dub.
What do you want the fans to know about the Warriors team and what you guys are going to do this season?
We feel like we're the best team in the state, and we're going to come out and show that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Really appreciate it. Congratulations. Greg Graves Jr., the senior for Brother Rice, a big night. The G of the game as the Warriors win it 59-52. And look, 23 from Graves, cohesive basketball, a dozen from McDaniel. They get 9 from Lamb, but a real stingy effort on the glass. Trevor Smith with 10, 6 assists. Brother Rice played cohesive team basketball. They look to be getting comfortable, even with Graves coming back recently.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the 14 assists to 5 turnovers. So they did the job. They took care of the ball. And let's face it, Northview, they didn't have their best shooting game. They got a lot of good looks. They have some things to be positive about, but they just got to knock down shots.
For Northview, they get 28 from Cam Ryans, but not enough, as Brother Rice holds them to just 22% from downtown. And Brother Rice wins it to go to 10-3. Northview still a solid club to stay on track with. Follow them. Brandon Guyton doing big things. His team now 8-2. Back with more to come, but that's it on this game and this link. So much more activity to go. Come on back. Wayne Memorial and Muskegon on a separate link. Number 3 and number 4 in the state. Don't go anywhere. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. Brother Rice wins. So long.